Hello everyone, it's Jazz, it's the West Ham Irons channel. Hope everyone is good. It's Sunday as I'm recording this special episode, special video shall I say. But before I get into it, if it's your first time, please subscribe, please follow, please spread the word. We are slowly but surely heading towards my 2,000 subs target I set myself when I started the channel, which has been going on for about 15 months now, I think. So yeah, we're doing good, nearly hitting 1,700. So yeah, please subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, then yeah, welcome again. And this particular episode, I think it's a good time to do it. I've been mulling over this for quite a while, because the thing with my personality is, as you know, I don't sit on the fence. I speak my mind, and I find it hard not to speak my mind. I find it hard to be politically correct. And I find it hard to just not say anything and keep it in my heart. So I need to just get it out there. And I've been meaning to kind of do this kind of show for a while. And I thought, with what's been going on recently within our club, it kind of ties in quite well with that, really. And what I've been seeing, I mean, when I first started to do a lot of work on channels, I mean, if I start off with all the West Ham channels that you can think of, their names, I have been on it. I have been on them. I've done lots of work on those channels, and I don't think there's hardly any I haven't. I think most, if I probably top of my head, I've been on all the channels in one way or another. Every single channel you can think of, apart from the ones that probably only been around a year and a bit, apart from one of those. But the established ones, all the names you know, I have been on them. And at that time, there wasn't much fan. I don't think there's much arguments between fans. I think a lot of it was against the board. So the West Ham fans were united against the board. There was a very few minority that were pro board, but they were doing it for the wrong reasons. Again, they're involved in West Ham. Not that many West Ham channels, but certainly West Ham online websites and things like that. And you kind of know who they are. And that's the only thing I remember. But what's certainly been happening recently is, if I start from right from the beginning, yeah, there were only a few West Ham channels, and then a lot of them began to appear during lockdown. And now I think we've ended up with about 15. And it sounds great. It's brilliant. It's their hobby. They're West Ham fans. They love it. I mean, I used to appear on all the channels. Then I accidentally ended up with my channel with MOYES, West Ham Reunited, which we did for about a year. And then I kind of pulled out of it. And then I started my own channel, which this is the one 15 months going. And before that, like I said, I've been on all the channels, doing different bits, popping in and out, doing stuff, match reviews, previews, all that kind of thing, purely because, yeah, I'm a big West Ham fan. I love West Ham. And then I suddenly found I do like being in front of the camera and kind of just speaking my thoughts. It came natural to me, and the channel's grown from then. And I've met many people, gained many friends over the past 4, 5, 6 years that I've been on the West Ham internet stage, really. And that's what I thought it was. It was just a laugh. But then what became apparent is that from 2 years ago, then yeah, I'm not gonna go into any names, or it's up to them what they want to do. But I remember one particular channel, which is quite big now. One of them appeared live saying I'm stressed, saying a lot of things about their personal life, which I don't think you should do on the channel. Whatever happens outside this channel should be kept private. But they mentioned it. And the next day, the way West Ham fans are, I think season ticket was bought for them, money appeared in the account, rent was paid, all those kind of things happened. And a few days later, I mean, the person was kind of retracting his comments and apologising over what came over them. But anyway, the damage had been done for me. I lost respect for that person. I just said, no matter how hard life comes, I don't expect West Ham fans to pay for me or my issues or my personal problems. It's totally different. What I'm doing on the channels, I'm just speaking about West Ham. I'm not going to go in there and say, listen, I've lost my job. Can you pay my mortgage for me? Can you pay my rent for me? And I don't agree with these kind of channel things charging £1, £5 a month for what? For what? We're not bigger than anyone else. You know, what £5 to join a WhatsApp group? Well, what the fuck's all that about? It's a load of bullshit. £1 for what? Watch my secret program that comes out 1 hour before anyone else. It's a load of tosh, mate. It's a load of tosh. It should not be about money, right? I mean, I do it for the fun, right? And I'll never go down that route, right? I'll never go down that route. And then what started to happen was, yeah, some people got a bit funny. They were nicking each other's ideas. I mean, it's not nice if they do that. A lot of civil wars between channels. That person's done that to me. And I'm like, whoa, this is getting all serious for no reason, you know? And that's kind of not why I came into it, but that's what's happening at the moment. It's got very, very serious. It's got very, very political, where you kind of know that that person doesn't like that person, but he's come on the channel because it's politically correct, because the channels have grown in stature and we need to be buddies now. I can't do none of that arse licking, bum licking, politically correct crap. I just say it the way it is, and that suits me fine. And it's just gone too serious for me now, you know, fans arguing on Twitter, and kind of getting personal, and then people coming off Twitter, and people kind of going after people on different channels. It's just got nasty out there, you know. And touch wood, I haven't had any hassle from anyone. The only few things I will complain about is that when I went MOYES out, I got a few complaints from sort of friends and channels. And I don't mind that. I'll never do clickbaiting. I'm not in it for the money. I just thought MOYES should be out around October time, and then hook or crook, all the other channels followed what I was saying, really. And I don't mind people saying that, but then there wasn't hardly anyone who wished me good luck when I started my channel, or well done. None of that, but one or two came out to have a go. And that's just sad. And I think in life, in society, I think there's a thing called good upbringing, common decency in the person's life and amongst fans. You know, that means respecting someone, you know. And then another close friend, which I thought was a close friend, who's got a good channel of his own, found out he came on my channel, having a go at my channel in the comments. And I know this person, and I'm like, oh God, I mean, bloody hell, saying your channel's negative. I'm like, what? I'm just saying the way I feel about West Ham. We've had a shit pre-season, got a shit manager, shit fucking everything else going on. I'm just going to say it. And this person thought they'd come on the comments and have a go at my channel. The channel was new. It got particularly high views in a couple of shows, and I don't know if they felt threatened. It's a joke. We're not in a serious FTSE 100 company here with billion turnover. We're having a laugh. You know, we hardly make any money per month. You know, people make two digits, 3 digits. A few of the guys maybe make 4 that I know of. It's nothing. I'm personally very financially kind of sound. I'm okay. I'm a professional person. You know, I don't need any money for anything, right? And even if you do, you shouldn't expect West Ham fans to pay for you. You know, a couple of them are living off the channel. That's fine. That's brilliant. That's great. It's not for me, but that's cool. And this particular guy did that, and then he kind of did another comment, and when I looked into the profile of this Twitter account, it had only been recently created, and the person was subscribing to their own channel. That was it, and it kind of gave away who they were. And I'm like, that is pathetic. That is really pathetic. Creating profiles to go on other people's channels and have a go at them. What is that going to achieve? And I just wanted to get it out there. This is a kind of childish thing that's going on there amongst channels, right? It's an absolute joke. Then you get people having to go at other channels and they repair on them, and then there's people that have been guests on my channels and I haven't seen them. They've been on other channels and didn't even tell me that they'd gone. That's fine. For me, there's no common decency. I don't own anyone. You can go on whatever, you can do whatever you want, but there's a common decency called at least kind of just thank them for bringing them onto the channel, because no one would have known them if it wasn't for me. Then they go on another channel. I don't see them for years. That's fine. But it's just common decency to say, Jazz, are you live? Are you dead? Do you need anything? It's just common decency. But it's missing big time. I don't want to talk about any other club, but certainly amongst the channel folks. And it is. And it's becoming a nasty kind of environment out there, getting really serious, as though, God's sake, mate, it's a West Ham YouTube channel, yeah? Yeah, what are you going to make? £50 a month? £100 a month? Yeah, a couple of you probably make a couple of grand, £1 a month, do you? You know, good luck to you, mate. Good luck to you, you know. And what's happening now on Twitter is people can't speak their mind. People are getting threatening sort of comments, that kind of thing. And then people are kind of coming in the chat on other channels to start trouble. A lot of them do it in tag team. 2 of them come on, and then they just cause trouble in the comments and chat. And it's not debating. It's not debating. It's there on purpose to do 2 things. I'm not stupid. One of the things is, and it's not on my channel, by the way, and it's kind of to kind of just take the piss, upset the other person, and then and at the same time they think they're getting recognition in the comments, right? Because that channel might have more views, so if the people in the chat see who they are, they might follow them onto other channels. So all these stupid dirty tactics that people are doing, that's absolutely pathetic out there. You know, just focus on your own channel, right? Provide quality original content, and that's it. You don't need to jump on other channels to cause mayhem, upset people. There's no need for it. If someone calls me on their channel, which I often do, as a debate, I do it respectively. That's it. Listen, I've been there where I've effing and blinding at people. I've been and done it. That's why I'm the first one to say don't do it. I regret my behaviour a couple of times, especially when MOYES came in, because I was MOYES in. 97% people MOYES out, and then I was the first one MOYES out. Everyone else was MOYES in. I don't like doing it on purpose. I'm always sitting on the other side of the fence. It just happens that way. And back in those days, I was passionately backing what I had to say, and I will always do that. I don't just spurt out silly comments, and I do back it up with what I'm saying, you know, to explain myself. And those people who follow my channel know that. And yeah, I've been there where I've lost it, but then I'm not proud of that. And all I'm saying now is that what I'm seeing on the channels, it ain't healthy, mate. It ain't healthy. And what's going to happen is, especially since lockdown, I mean, I know a lot of the channel folks, they've had issues with stress, that kind of thing, you know, mental sort of problems, and it's going to get worse. People are just going to say, I can't be bothered anymore. If that's what's going to happen, that people are creating profiles to have a go at each other, have a go at other people who they've not said anything to anyone. I just had an opinion on something, and then people having a go at me, right? And I'm like, I don't mind that, but at least when I'm doing something good or just wishing me good luck, that's fine. You can't just come out and have a go at people, right? It's absolute nuts. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's quite interesting, and the MOYES out debate. For me, it's MOYES out. It's MOYES out. Even if he wins that conference trophy, right? If you look at the 10 opponents we've played, it's been nothing, right? Any manager that would have come in October would have won all the same games. Over two legs. AEK Larnaca. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a team that was like from the pub team, nothing to offer. You could have put them clean through 4 times. They wouldn't have scored. It's a joke. But listen, yeah, I know you can only beat what's in front of you, and we've won 9-10 on the spin. It's created some kind of record. That's brilliant. But if we win it, I think we'll probably win it and probably stay up, or certainly go into the final, right? It's going to be close. But no matter what happens, I don't want MOYES to be there, right? Our league form, which is our bread and butter, is atrocious. Style of football is atrocious. There's only one formation, one tactic, no in-game management, no substitute management, no academy players going in there having a good run, no player improvements. All the players that come in on huge salaries and money in the summer have largely been average or above average at best. Got three strikers now, and you're still playing one up front. For me, the bigger picture is the formation, the style of football. It's not West Ham. We need a manager in there that can force the board to spend money on the facilities, has a 5-10 year plan. And I'm not saying for the managers, because managers don't last that long, but certainly an outlook like Leicester. You can say what you want about teams like Leicester. Leicester have created a great training facilities. They're going to increase and improve their ground further. They've won the league. They got into Europe, and now they've cut back a little bit on spending, but they've got a reason to. They've got something to show. They've got a really good relationship with the fans. The scouting teams of Brighton and Brentford are a model to follow, and they're nowhere near as big as West Ham, right? We're porter cabins. We got crappy scouts. We got no idea who our next manager's going to be. It's just kind of there's no thinking ahead into the future. There's no planning. There's nothing, right? So for me, it's MOYES out. But again, interesting. People saying MOYES in, and they've got to be wind up merchants. You know, they're coming on channels winding people up. And then some people backing Antonio. I mean, nothing personal against him. He's got to stop that podcast. He's got to stop playing up front, and that means MOYES stops playing him up front. He's 33, or soon 33. Let's get rid of him, right? We just need fans are sick of it now. The ground needs a lot of improvements in and around. You know, there's so many things up in the air to worry about, really. So that's the kind of thing I wanted to discuss, really, was that for me, the West Ham channels, West Ham YouTube channels, it's a joke how seriously the owners take it, what the tricks they get up to have a go at each other. I'm like, good luck to you, mate. I ain't in for none of that, mate. I will never go on any other channel and start making a nuisance of myself or trying to catch the attention of people in the chat, trying to nick subscribers, trying to nick people from their shows. It's an absolute shit show. But I'm going to say it. I don't care. I don't sit on the fence. You like it or not, I don't give a shit. Right? My channel, I do what I want. And that's me. I don't go bum licking any other channel. It's up to them. But all I wanted to say is I've appeared in all the channels, helped on all the channels, and no one's ever wished me good luck or anything like that. I don't fucking need it either, and that's fine. But it just astounds me how people, by nature, are kind of like that. I've never really said anything to anyone. Do you know what I mean? But it's just very interesting how people are like that in real life, really. But yeah, so don't take it too seriously. Don't go on people's. If you've got a view, make it, right? But don't go over the board and start getting personal and pissing the other person off. Because you know when you're pissing the other person off. You can see that they're getting wound up, they're getting hurt. It's time to stop and chill, right? And even on Twitter, someone's got a different opinion, challenge it in a nice way, non-swearing way, structured way. And if you still not quite getting, then agree to disagree and move on. By all means, that's another thing. Some people got too much time. Some people watch every single West Ham channel, every single minute. And I tell my fellow mates, take a chill pill, mate. Go for a fucking walk. Go and do something else with your life. West Ham's all right. It's not fucking 100% of our life, is it? Yeah, I've got people out there scratching their balls saying, oh, when's there no channels at the moment? No one's doing any shows. I'm like, fuck off, mate. Everyone needs a break, especially West Ham fans. You know, go for a nice holiday. Go for, if you can't afford anything, go in a fucking caravan or something. Just go and do something better in your life. Have a bit of a break. Then come to West Ham. So there's all these things that I find so interesting that astonishes me, really, you know. And, yeah, just be nice to each other. Be respectful with each other. And just think about why you enter the YouTube channel. It's because we love West Ham. We like to speak about West Ham. But by no means all this personal shit that's going on, which is going to get worse, you know. It's a complete joke. And I know about it because I get told these things. I don't watch any other channels. I don't watch any other channels. Since I got my own one, I know all the boys out there. You know, I come on their channels now and again. But for me, the best way for me to stay original and true to myself is just watch my own content. Just do my shows off my cuff, whatever I think, you know that. And that suits me fine, really. And it'll be West Ham overkill if I did that. I haven't got that much time in my life. West Ham is a part of my life, but it's not an overkill situation. You know, I've got a family. I've got many, many hobbies. I've got a good daytime job. Lots of nice things to do and stuff. So it's about perspective, isn't it? About perspective, really. But for me, again, in your comments, let me know. But it astonishes me how people are MOYES in. Just my opinion. I'm not going to kill them for that. But just very surprising. And I thought I am MOYES out, as you know. Many, many reasons, you know. Many, many reasons. The only good thing about MOYES, which I don't want to say only, but it's quite an important one, is, yeah, he kept we were struggling a bit. Danger of, don't know if we were in danger of going down. We're certainly struggling big time in the bottom 5, bottom 6, bottom 7, whatever. He kept us up. Couple of times, built a strong foundation, got us fit, and we haven't quite kicked on like we should have because the board have backed him with a lot of cash, a lot of transfer windows, that kind of thing. But it is a very complicated situation, West Ham, with the ground, with the owners. Sadly, a couple of David Gold passing away, then his daughter, Kortensky, is he in, is he out? The legal fights between the club and who owns the club. The sponsorship shit show. We'd hardly make any money in match days, I believe, because we've got to share it with the other. There's so many issues, right? And some of the old fans don't no longer go, and they haven't since we moved. The match day experience, there's a lot lacking there. I've done the tour. It's shit. There's nothing to see there worthwhile. There's a lot of issues there. We haven't won anything for years, and Declan's probably leaving, and we've spent a lot of money, and we're still shitter than we were before. And when we had a chance to do something, we sadly didn't. And there's a lot of things, and what makes it worse is you've seen Newcastle, what they're up to. Villa are going to be improving slowly. And yeah, we're in the bottom 3, bottom 4, aren't we? So it's very close down there. Anything can happen. We'll see what happens. The conference ain't exciting. I've not gone to many games. But listen, we're winning. We're in the last 8. It's a reasonable draw. We probably could win it, should win it, definitely should get into the final. You know, and no matter what happens, I want a new manager, and I want the board to plan right now what's going on. You know, as soon as that season ends, I want a new manager in, fresher manager in, young manager in, good football philosophy, and can really bring us back to what West Ham are meant to be, which is, it's all about playing good football for me, entertainment. It's a sport, entertainment. Again, going back to why we shouldn't take channels seriously. Why was West Ham United created? If you go back in history, right? It was a shipbuilder and the owner. Was it Mr. Arnold Hills, wasn't it, top of my head? He wanted to create some kind of club association for the workers when they weren't working, to create recreational activities, health, sport. Sport means being friendly, doing something physically good for you, healthy. Win or lose, you shake hands and you have a smile on your face. Not what's it become now under David Moyes. Let's set up not to let in a goal. Oh my God. What the fuck is that all about? That's not entertainment. We've forgotten how to smile, how to celebrate a goal. Well, VAR kind of helped as well, but we are so detached and going in a different direction from what football's created for. It's astonishing. And the people a little bit older than me can see it better than me, you know. Even John Lyle, like I keep repeating, he goes, my number one duty as manager of West Ham is to provide entertainment at Saturday 3 o'clock for the fans, for the working class, middle class, whatever they are. They have a hard day at work. They're spending their hard-earned money. They want to be entertained. They want to forget about their problems. But West Ham, especially under Moyes, I don't even want to watch it half the time. I should not feel like this. I used to have 3 season tickets, now 2, now I've got none. I should not feel like this, you know, but it's just, so I'm not really, I want to create World War III or anything, but I thought I'd just let people know, take things into perspective, concentrate on being healthy and that kind of thing, and the rest will follow. And just chill out, take a chill pill, let people live a bit, let them say what they want to say, you know, you don't have to kill them, don't have to chase them with an axe or anything. So, do you know what I mean? So, I think it's time for just people to think about lockdown and how difficult that was, and just overall perspective, you know, of things, and live and let live, you know, I'm a big James Bond fan, so live and let live, take a chill pill. West Ham channels, whether you got 3,000 views, 1,000 views, 3,000 subs, 1,000 subs, 10, 20, who gives a shit? Yeah. I mean, I just say I want 2,000. That's just a little target in my mind, right? It doesn't mean I lose sleep over it. I'm going to go around doing other things to get more subs. You know, it's just it is what it is, really. So so apart from that, put your comments in the box. Let me know whether you agree, whether you've seen a lot of really all kicking off on Twitter, within the chats of the channels, or anything else interesting, really. Apart from that, have a great Sunday evening, and I will be back with more. So take it easy, Jazz, from the very serious West Ham Minds channel. Not. Come on, y'all.